What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, the one and only Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. I'm doing the message now. As you see, I got this coconut water. Yeah, that real natural coconut water, pure coconut water from Thailand. Click the like button. Like this video now. Like this video now. Click the like button to show some love for the coconuts. Like this video to show some love to God. Yes. So, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm doing my message today about coconut water. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I am an alkaline vegan for over 8 years and 8 months. So I'm nearly 9 years. I'm nearly 9 years plant-based vegan, alkaline. And so I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from learning and I'm speaking from experience, learning from mentors, studying, and from applying the knowledge to myself, to my own life every day consistently, and I can for sure say as y'all can see my videos, Sky Blackwell, Tone Authenticity. I have a lot of videos on my alkaline vegan playlist, alkaline food and wisdom playlist, vegan ideas. You can see I have several videos about coconut water. Why? Because coconut water is a top tier, excellent choice for our hydration. Like coconuts are alkaline, and our bodies are electrical. We need to drink, clean, electrical, pure fluid, so what is that? It's coconut water, pure coconut water. What is that? It's spring water. What is that? It's a sea moss smoothie. What is it? A herbal tea, chamomile, burdock root, ginger, elderberry. That's what we need to be consuming, cayenne pepper shots, with lime juice. That's what we need to be consuming, clean, high frequency, natural medicine, So yes, coconut water is good for anybody. It's good for everybody. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever type of ailment or sickness you think you have or whatever your excuse is, whatever your story is, it really doesn't matter. Bottom line is every human being on planet Earth will benefit from drinking coconut water consistently. Pure coconut water. Every human being on the whole planet Earth will benefit from drinking coconut water. This is science. This is facts. This is truth. Okay? So it's way better than drinking poison, alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in several years and I'm not going to ever drink alcohol ever again. I'm done with that lifestyle. That's way in the past. I'm leaving that in the past. I'm leaving that toxic lifestyle far in the past behind, and I'm much more healthier. I'm not going to be putting poison in my body. I'm honoring my body. My body is my temple. You know what I'm saying? Our body is our temple. So I'm not drinking sodas. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not, drinking milkshakes and, just sugary crap, bull crap. You know what I mean? I feel way better, and everybody will feel way better when they drink something that gives you true energy, true rejuvenation, true nourishment. This has life. Coconut water. That's why it's pink and everything, because the antioxidants and everything in the process that it undergoes, from a real coconut. So coconut water is great for your hydration. Coconut water is great for raising your pH level, your alkalinity, your vibration. It's good for your hydration and for your vibration. A quote Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity on that. And many other things are good for your hydration and vibration. But coconut water is good for your hydration and boosting your vibration, raising your vibration, your frequency, your alkalinity, your pH, your pH level. Many people, they overlook their health. They overlook the importance of the nutrition, of consuming more alkaline stuff. You know, our bodies are designed to be alkaline. That's a pH of 7 plus, you know. So when you have a pH of 7 plus, you're going to be living a higher quality, happier, better life, you know. But if you're very acidic, you're gonna be literally sick. You're gonna be sick. You know, you're gonna be unhappy. You know, you're gonna be living a low quality of life because you're sick. You know, you can't think straight. You have all this cancer and you have a lack of oxygen. You have a lack of oxygen within your brain and within your cells. That's what causes people to get cancer and sickness because they have too much acid. They have way too much acid, starches, mucus, parasites in their body, and they're being deprived of oxygen on all levels in their body. And this is the science, this is the truth, you know. So, point is, we need to breathe. We need oxygen. We need fluids. Our body is made of mostly water, you know, so we need to stay hydrated with the right fluids, you know, and also we need to breathe properly. We need oxygen, you know. So, how can we breathe better? We can breathe better by consuming clean stuff and actually breathing, you know, doing breath work, doing meditations and stuff. That's how we heal ourselves. When you consume stuff like this, coconut water, that's how you flush out toxins, all those heavy metals, all those toxins, all those impurities, those, you know, worms, parasites, inflammation, fat, cancer, you know, all of that. You know, you got to flush it out. You got to drain your body. You got to flush your body. You got to be able to remove the sicknesses, the the waste. You know, you gotta detox the waste from your body. And the only way you can do that literally is by drinking clean stuff like water, coconut water, natural cold pressed juices, real fruit, natural juices, spring water, herbal teas, sea moss smoothies, ginger shots. That's how you really flush your body out, you know, and by eating apples, strawberries, mangoes, uh, oranges, you know, melons, watermelons, cherries, figs, dates, avocados, cucumbers, bell peppers, mushrooms, arugula, kale, olives, quinoa. When you're eating stuff like that, walnuts, Brazil nuts. Oh yes, Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. I'm certified to deliver the truth to the world forever. I'm certified to be the honorable leader to guide humanity in the right direction. You know, so yes, you gotta take your health seriously. That's my point. You know, a lot of people, they think, oh, like, you know, it's whatever. You know, it doesn't make a difference. You know, we're all gonna die anyways, right? That's how most people think. Most people in the matrix, the 99%, people that's in poverty, people that's unconscious, you know what I'm saying? People that's unconscious in poverty on a low frequency, you know, like they think, oh, whatever, you know, we're all gonna die anyways. Let me just buy something quick and cheap, real fast, you know. And over time, little do they know, over time, those poor choices that they've been making, those foolish choices that they have been making will cause negative consequences. They will suffer the negative consequences, the bad consequences, the harmful consequences from those foolish decisions, you know, of just trying to take the shortcut, trying to cheat, you know, trying to cheat, trying to take a shortcut, this and that. No, you know, you can't cheat God. All right. There's no shortcuts. There's no overnight stuff. You know, if you really want to become healthier, you have to put in that work. There's no quick, quick overnight stuff. There's no magic pill. That stuff is fake. All that stuff is fake. A magic pill or just a magic wonder drink, and all of a sudden, like, everything just is perfect. Nah, that's all fake. It takes years of strict, disciplined, committed, dedicated work, detoxing, focused work to heal yourself. That's the truth that they don't talk about, that they don't tell you about. They're trying to sell you all this stuff fast. Oh, I already know. That's why I'm the truth. That's why I'm the messenger. I'm the messenger. I'm the leader. I'm speaking up about the truth on YouTube, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. That's what separates me from all the fakes. That's what separates me from all the losers. I'm too real. I'm winning too big. I'm a big champion. So God has me on the throne. I'm on the throne forever. I'm shining bright and I'm delivering this message to the world so y'all can hear. I know it's a lot of frauds, a lot of false prophets. They trying to scam y'all. They trying to hustle y'all. They trying to get one over on y'all. They running y'all. They running y'all up a check. On these social media apps and whatnot. Trying to finesse y'all. But these clowns, they're not even real. They have no YouTube videos consistently. And they're not even putting in the work. They're just trying to sell you stuff. They're not even about it. They just care about the money, and that's what most of this world sadly has become. I know money is a tool. It's good. I'm grateful for money. I love money. At the same time, I'm focused also on honoring God. I'm focused on serving God. I'm focused on giving back. I'm focused on what really matters. I'm focused on loving my wife. I'm focused on loving my children. I'm focused on giving back to my family, my parents, my cousins, my relatives, my aunts. I'm focusing on healing, so it's not just all about, just all this viral, fast, quick fame and selling all this, stuff to get all this money all fast. No, I'm actually in the trenches. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. That's why I'm the realest. Literally, I am the realest of all time. That's why I am the greatest of all time. I'm the most passionate. I'm the most passionate. Day in and day out, you see me showing up. You see all these critics, people, judging, hating, they're nowhere to be found. No videos, no support, no appreciation, just a lot of complaints, and they're not even doing nothing with their life. These same people are whack as hell. They're always trying to criticize. They have no videos and they're fat and lazy. That's why I'm ignoring all the hate, because I know I have real love. I have true support. I am appreciated. I am valued. I am chosen. I am respected. I am heard. I am seen. I am seen. I am good enough just by me being myself. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm not stripping down. I'm not bending over. I'm not people pleasing. I'm not doing none of that. I'm free. I'm signed to myself. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm not signing any contracts. I'm a free spirit. I am my own CEO. I am my own boss. Yes. Okay. So I'm always a multi-billionaire forever, and I worked my ass off, and I'm always working my ass off, but I've worked my ass off to get this far, putting in this work, so I'm exposing the fakes that's out there. A lot of people, they try to shadow ban, they try to censor, they try to silence, they try to hush hush, and they try to discourage us for following our dreams. But no, that's not happening. I'm ignoring the dream killers. I'm exterminating the dream killers. I'm allowing God to remove all of the bad, wicked spirits from my life forever. because I'm living my best life. I've changed my life for the better. I've got my mind right. A lot of people, they are insane. Literally, people are insane, you know, and at least if you take care of your health, that's a crucial, big, key part in living a better life. You know, we can talk all we want, but at least when we put in that work, life gets better. And that's what I've experienced from me by me being plant based, alkaline, vegan for nearly 9 years. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm much healthier, I'm much lighter, and I have more energy. Right now, I'm fasted. I'm about to break my fast, and like, yeah, I just ran for a 3 mile run, too, a 3 mile run, and like, I feel great. I feel happy. Like, I'm excited about my life ahead of me. I'm very happy. I'm very excited about my life ahead of me, because I'm reborn. I am reborn. I am awake. I, I am alive. I am alive. I am awake. I am blessed. I'm on the way to my destiny. Yes. I have the favor of God on my life forever. I'm always divinely protected forever. I have the favor of God on my life forever because I'm putting in golden work every day. I'm providing supreme, monumental value to billions of people all around the world every day. No excuses. When everybody else is lazy, they're asleep, they're sick, they're grumpy, they're tired, they don't care, this and that, they're making all these excuses. I'm the one that's stepping up. I'm the one that's showing up. I'm the one that's actually leading people to the promised land. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. So, my encouragement message: step up and take care of your health. Be disciplined. Drink your coconut water. Say no to the toxic stuff. Eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, fast. Meditate, exercise, get your herbs in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be focused, be disciplined, be strict, you know, cut off toxic energies. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta put in that work. Just like put in work on other areas of life. When you put in that work on your healing, on your inner well being, on yourself, on your nutrition, on your spirituality, that's phenomenal. That's really the icing on top of the cake. That's how you become the total package. With the icing on top of the cake is when you master yourself, you know, and then you get to enjoy living life, being your best self, your most honorable, righteous, pure, peaceful, respectful self. That's what a child of God is, being noble, being respectful, being righteous, being compassionate, being pure, you know, being peaceful, being brave, being thoughtful, showing empathy towards others, treating people with kindness. That's what a true leader does. That's why I'm always the greatest leader of all time, because I have so much love to give. You know, I'm able to allow my cup to runneth over. I'm allowing my cup to overflow. Oh yes, I'm overflowing with abundance because I'm allowing the Holy Spirit to operate through me. I'm allowing God to work through me every day. I surrender to the Most High, the Creator God, every day. I'm grateful for this coconut water. Life could be way worse. Life could be way worse. I could be stuck with no water. I could be stuck with just tap water. I could be stuck with some type of bad choice, like a soda, a cheap soda or something, but no. Instead, I got this big coconut water, 32 ounce, big boy coconut water right here. And I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my right. to honor my temple, to heal myself and give thanks to God. So like at the end of the day, there may be drama, there may be hard times, there may be ups and downs in life, but at least when you're staying hydrated with the right stuff and when you're eating the right stuff, like I always say, it will help you out. You know, yeah, all that material stuff in the world, it plays its part. They can be used as tools, material stuff, but like we have to take care of our spirituality, our health, our heart, our mind, our connection with God, our peace. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that is priceless, stuff that can't be bought, stuff that is godly. You know what I'm saying? That's not material. And a big a big thing that's helped me in my journey, in my life, is one, drinking more coconut water. Like I'm always an advocate for coconut water. In fact, I'm intending to sell my own coconut water in the near future, honestly. As I'm moving to the Caribbean soon with my wife and children, I'm intending to also sell coconut water, as I sell sea moss and herbs and ebooks and clothing and natural products. Coconut water is also in my intentions to sell because I really love coconut water. Like I can drink it all day, every day with spring water, with juices, with herbal teas. Like this is good stuff right here. This is medicine. A lot of us, we've been in all these polluted cities, all this pollution and fumes and chemicals and all this stuff for years. That's been absorbed into our bloodstream, our DNA, our cells, and we have to detox. We got to go home, everybody, whatever creed or color or nationality you claim to be. We got to go home to nature. We got to go home to Mother Earth. We got to go home to God and heal. We got to purge, heal, cleanse, purify, and detox. So like that's the message I'm getting out. Health is wealth. You know, life is way better when you're truly taking care of yourself. A lot of people, they're not able to be humble. That's why they're always losing. A lot of people, they're not able to be humble. They're not able to listen. They have poor listening skills, and therefore they remain sick. They remain sad and miserable. But that's why I'm always growing. I'm always winning. I'm always living my best life. I'm achieving my goals and I'm living my dreams. I'm manifesting my dreams, my true heart's desire. I'm manifesting my true heart's desire because I've been able to put in the work and listen to the information, to help me to advance in life. And I'm concluding on this positive note. One big key tip I have for y'all: drink some more coconut water. It's a lot of junk food, it's a lot of distractions out there, but like if you at least get ahead of all the distractions and you can just prioritize your health, you will live a better life. So yes, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, coconut water. I love coconut water. It's a vibe, it's a frequency, it's natural, it's a high energy, good energy. You know what I mean? Like it's made from God, the coconut. You know, a soda is unnatural. Sodas are unnatural. Sodas are fake. Sodas are chemicals. They're poisonous. Same thing with the other fake drinks, alcohol, etc. Fake juices. you know, it's fake. It's harmful. It's gonna hurt you, you know. So like, it doesn't matter if it's cheap or it's free, a little can of soda or a big bottle of soda. It doesn't matter how you look at it. The truth, the facts of it is bad for you. It's hurting you. And, you're better off with drinking some coconut water or some spring water or some juice or some tea. So that's what I'm concluding this message on. Sky Blackwell. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. Much love. Click the like button. Like this video. Like this video now. Health is wealth. Drink more coconut water. And happy detoxing. Happy detoxing. Happy fasting. And take responsibility for your health. Don't get pulled into toxicity. Don't get pulled into toxicity. So, follow me, connect with me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity for one-on-one nutrition consultations, for plant-based recipe ebook wisdom, for herbal detox wisdom, for herbal teas, for sea moss, all of that good healing detox wisdom and service. Connect with me on Instagram. Connect with me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Sky Blackwell at Eternal Authenticity. Like this video and stay blessed. Stay elevated. Stay healthy. Drink some coconut water. And I'll see y'all in the next video. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Peace.